What's going on, guys? How are you? My name is Greg Hepper, and I'm with Beyond Strength Performance, and I'm here to talk to you about the very first two skills, eating skills that you're going to learn to finally get off the diet roller coaster forever, have a better relationship with food and your body without counting calories, going on crazy diets, and having all of these restrictions. Sounds pretty awesome, doesn't it? So, before we jump into those two skills, I want to give you two quick pointers that are going to really help you over these next couple coming weeks. So the very first one is something that I struggle with as well, and it's going to be perfectionist thoughts. We are all plagued by perfectionist thoughts, and I'm here to tell you that that's normal and it's okay. But when we're practicing these skills, I want you to strive for progress instead of perfection, right? Those perfectionist thoughts are going to pop up, and that's okay. I just want you to notice them, accept that they're there, and realize that you don't have to throw in the towel and you don't have to act on them by quitting, right? Over these next couple weeks, you're going to practice these skills, and some of the time it's going to go awesome. It's going to go great. Cool. Some of the time it's not going to go great, and you're going to make mistakes, and all of that is okay, as long as in both of those scenarios and experiences, you learn for next time. Cool? So progress over perfection. Next tiny little thing is that you may have noticed that I mentioned eating skills and not eating habits. And that's actually a very important distinction to make. Habits have this all or nothing type of scenario going on, where you either have them or you don't, and that is it. And that's not something that we want to think about when we're building out our relationship with food. What's going to happen over these next couple weeks as you practice these skills, it's just going to be like any other skill that you've learned and practiced. The more you do, the more reps you do, the better that you get. And you don't forget them, right? So if you didn't, let's say, drive for a week, are you going to forget how to drive? Probably not. Same thing with these skills. If you forget a handful of times, that's fine. We just get back to practicing the skills. So, without further ado, it's time to introduce our very first skill. That's going to be plating balanced portions. If you are a numbers person, if we take a plate, we're thinking half of that plate is going to be veggie and fruit. A quarter of that plate is going to be your protein source. The other quarter of that plate is going to be your carb source. And then you're thinking a thumb's worth or tablespoon of fat. For you visual people out there, lucky for you and lucky for me because I get to eat this, I whipped up a little example here. So over here we have half the plate, and that is going to be, again, veggie, fruit. 2-minute salad, spinach, lettuce, and tomato. Quarter, over here, we've got my protein, pork tenderloin, 10 minutes on the grill, some pepper, good to go. And then this last quarter is going to be carb, some brown rice with some spices. Bingo. Drizzle a little bit of olive oil and balsamic vinegar, and I've got my thumb's worth of fat. So, why these healthy portions? Why these balanced portions? Biggest thing is going to have to do with fullness. Right? So when we have these appropriate portions, you're going to be able to notice when you're full. And what that does is it prevents snacking and adding all these extra calories in between your meals. It also is going to prevent you from overeating in the meal that you're sitting down with, right? Because again, you get to notice when you're full. So it's actually an excellent segue into our second skill that we're going to go over, which is eat slowly and stop when satisfied, right? So the action of eating slowly is really, really crucial because, like we just mentioned, it's going to allow you to notice when you're full, right? An action point for this one, really, really simple. Set your fork down in between every single meal, right? We slow down, we are able to notice when we're full. We don't overeat by taking in a bunch of extra calories. You actually enjoy your food more because you're not overeating. You lower your body weight. Great stuff happening here. So, guys, that's it. That's all there is to it. 2 skills. Plate healthy portions. Example right here. Half the plate, veggie fruit, quarter protein, quarter carb, thumb of fat. Second one is going to be eat slowly and stop when satisfied. So go forth, get your practice on. Remember, we're here for you, and let's do this.